Hi guys, this is Randall Chongson and I'm here to interview my inaanak professionally and personally, si Marvin Germo.
Steak eater.
And this is the part 2 of our program, Steak and Coffee Guy. Part 2 program where I'm gonna, baliktad naman ako nung katanong sa'yo. So Marvin, okay, Marvin, one of my question for you is, what would you be, if you're talking about somebody who's very young, in their 20s, in their 30s, what would be the, of course the money is not yet there, what would be the ideal investments for them to get into?
Unbeknownst to many, what people don't know is, for me, the stock market is a great multiplier. So if your base is not as big yet, parang the stock market, even though you buy something good, it cannot multiply something very big for yourself yet. So if you're young and the money is not yet there, I'd hustle and get as much extra sources of income na to help augment I don't share this often, pero di ako nahihiya dati sa office ko. I would sell stuff to my office mates, and then whatever I would make from that, I would just save it and invest it. Di ko ginagastos. So when the money's not yet there, find extra income above and beyond your job.
I notice some young people, parang they put too much, I don't know, too much, not naman faith, but too much emphasis on stock market investing.
Okay.
Pero hindi naman i-invest nila.
Okay.
So it becomes
I think it goes to every investment. People like jackpots. They think that if maka-jackpot lang ako isang stock.
And because of the jackpot, they make more mistakes. No?
And when I was true enough naman, when I was also starting out, I was thinking, if I buy this stock, pag nag 100 to, it will be a lot of money for me. Parang at that point, 5 pesos yun. 5. Sabi ko, pag nag 100 to, ito linagay ko, kahit 10,000 to, 50,000 to, pag nag 100, lalaki. Although from 5 to 100 will take a long point in time, magko-correct pa yun in between. So people are misled that every time they go into the market, kikita sila kagad ng malaki. And it happens, but it doesn't happen to everyone. It doesn't happen all the time, and it depends on the context.
Okay, so jackpot mentality, I know, easy, we should not think like that. But how do you, ikaw as a speaker, how do you get people out of that jackpot mentality? Taas sa loto, no?
Hindi ko alam eh. I just tell them that wealth is not made by chasing jackpots. It has to be repeated wins done over and over again. Kasi if you chase a jackpot, it might not even happen at all, and then you waste your time spending all of your efforts trying to get the jackpot.
A lot of us are ganun ang problema. So next question na tatanong ko sa iyo is, how do you get people out of the fear of investing? You know, when you see the market, especially if you look at the market this year, nobody in their right mind would want to invest in the stock market, di ba?
Fear comes from not knowing. Fear comes from not trying.
Benjamin Franklin,
also,
okay.
Fear comes from.
So how do you get people? How do they deal with those fears?
Kasi I always tell people that just put a small amount of money, that 500, 1,000 pesos, trying it. Kung mawala yun, you spend more on a weekend buying other stuff. What's 1,000 pesos that if you try it, if you lose money, you learn na hindi to para sa akin, I can move on to the next. So trying it is the best, but you don't have
and
to
you learn along the way.
Parang I always tell people this, sa school you pay a lot of money para matuto, but no one gives you an opportunity that nag-invest ka, matututo ka na, tapos may potential ka para kumita.
Lahat ng bagay may tuition fee.
No, and lastly, for this topic, yung mentality ko talaga I would rather spend on my learning and my investments than buying other items. So if other people don't see it that way, I would always tell them that you may opportunity, that if you don't do it right now, you will lose the possibility
what do you say about
to grow.
May taong willing magbayad ng mahal na bag pero hindi bilang mag-invest?
It speaks already kung ano yung binavalue nila. It speaks about what's important
How do we
to them.
How do we reach out to those kind of people? Trabaho natin yan at advocates.
I don't know. It's hard. That's why there's a lot of people. Ito yung dami ng tao. A lot of people want to be entertained, and there's a few people who will be willing to invest in themselves and learn. I think when those that set out the time to invest, to learn, and they suddenly, or not suddenly, but they earn more, they grow, then people will suddenly see na pwede pala to. Pero it's a very slow process that they have to see it in people who
Can I say that because investing is not sexy for a lot of people?
Probably, or
walang Instagram moment, alam mo yun?
oo, I guess post a picture of a seminar in Instagram versus post a picture na nasa Italy sila na kumakain ng pasta. Iba yung dating, iba yung likes. Post someone na may sa malaking crowd na seminar up against someone na kumakain ng masarap na pagkain.
Yeah.
It's not as appealing.
Hindi pareho yung likes, no?
Hindi pareho.
Okay. So Marvin, one of the things that in a way encourages, kasi Marvin and I, we do a lot of education. We've been, I don't know, do like, ano ba tayo, 150 a day, a year? Or no,
a day? Di naman,
sorry, a year, talks and seminars. We do a lot, no? Marvin and I do a lot. And we've been reaching out, at least together, we've been doing this for 6-7 years now.
2012 was the first year.
Individually.
Legend Villas.
Individually, I've been doing this for quite much a longer time, because I'm about 2 years older than Marvin.
3.
And na-excite tayo kasi dami rin gabago, no? Pero just recently, we saw numbers from the VSP. The amount of people investing has not really substantially gone up.
Okay.
So, what do we do? I mean, ano pa gagawin natin, Marvin? Do more videos? Do more what?
Pero I hope so. I hope these videos, that's why...
Only 3% of adults have investments, no?
That's why
only 8% of people prepare for retirement.
That's why videos like this are very nice because it's free, and I hope people see this because I really believe in the future that Facebook, YouTube is the future.
So the question is, how do we now reach out to more people? How do we now get people to do more investing, more savings? Ano pa ba gagawin natin?
I guess it's telling them that it's affordable, it can be done, that it's not so expensive. People still think it's expensive. People think it's so hard to do, it's so complicated.
And siguro, we have to tell other finance people not to make it so negative, no? Parang pag nagkape ka, masamang tao ka na and everything. I think we have to understand there's always balance about these things.
Hindi masama mag-coffee. Masama lang sa coffee if you're in debt, you can't pay off your debt, tapos nagpa-coffee ka pa.
Yan, ang bagay. Hindi naman masama mag-enjoy as long as naka-budget siya. So, next question that I want to ask. Ito, a little bit. If I'm a newbie, I don't know anything, I just picked up a book and everything, learned, and I wanna do something about my future, I have 5,000 peso investable. Would you want me to open up a mutual fund, equity fund, UITF, or do you want me to start with open up an online account?
Two options lang.
Market.
Two options lang.
Two options lang.
Wala, may source of income pa ako, wala na.
Ano na, extra money na for investable amount. I just want to start.
Pero you're earning from another source?
May sweldo pa ako na everything.
I'll put in the stock market.
Okay.
I'll put in the stock market.
Why? You want
for me or for everyone? For everyone.
Generally, people, again, going to context, nag-iipon na ako, may pera na ako, and my first investment is 5,000 pesos. I'm a young guy.
Okay.
Would you recommend I open an online account and buy stocks, or do I open up an equity index fund?
What I'll do is I'll open both para I learn and get the feel of everything. I get to see
5,000 minimum eh.
Hindi, pwede yan. For some ano, di ba?
UIT at 5,000.
Oh, wala kang choice.
Meron naka-monthly mode eh. One time na.
Okay. If you can't split it, go with stocks first. Kasi, hindi, I'll do this. I will do this. I will open a brokerage account na hindi kailangan ng minimum amount, then I'll put the 5,000 sa UITF. I'll use the UITF to see that I can actually explore the skin in the game. Then I'll also monitor the markets. Kasi ako, doon naman ako nag-start eh. Before I went into the stock market, I was into balance fund first. Nagkataon lang, I was watching my balance funds every day. Then I eventually moved to the market. So, pwede ganun approach. But if I had, kung pwede hatiin yun, hatiin ko.
Controversial question.
Okay.
Average person, I mean, not in the finance world, should they invest in individual stocks or should they invest in pool funds, in mutual fund, UITF?
No, not studying anything. Wala
not study. Very, very passive.
Index fund.
If you're passive, you're not gonna do any effort. No.
Index fund.
Index fund. You're better off that way.
And anyway, it will perform well naman eh. So, it will perform low cost, and it's a very, very, for me, I have index funds. I really like index funds also. So, it's a personal investment even for myself.
Okay. So, when do you now recommend them to buy individual stocks? Ano yung trigger point na?
Then, ako if you have excess money, open both all the time. I would encourage them.
But they need time. They need to do a little bit of effort.
Oh, more research, more. At least they know. It comes to a point that they're confident that they know what they're getting into. They know how to study if a company is good or bad. At least yun.
Okay, Marvin. May child ako. I have a kid, and I want to prepare for their college education. Would you recommend I buy some stocks that I will just passive.
Pero they know
passive,
about,
passive.
They know about the market or walang alam?
Walang alam.
Index
Or
fund.
Index fund na lang.
Oh, kahit ako may yung pang college education for my own personal investments nasa index fund.
Index funds or educational funds?
Index funds. Index, I'm a very
kung
very
educational
fan of
plans na
index
mayroong
fund.
guarantees.
Index fund pa rin.
Why?
Ha? If assuming na na the kid is still very young, hindi
2
yung
years old, 1 year old.
oh, index fund because it will be amazing
It pays.
18 years from
Even
now.
if, so hindi kailangan guaranteed, no?
Hindi na, okay lang. Yun nga eh, the lesser guarantee from a longer period will compensate for
Yes.
the variable
There's
or the
a
uncertainty there.
guarantees that comes with a high cost.
Mm.
And the high cost is the return. All right, so Marvin, we're gonna be together. What can they expect from your talk in Davao?
Okay,
Icon Davao. Icon 2018 Davao. What can they expect from your talk?
If you want to learn more about investing and how you can make your money grow from the stock market, that's what we will talk about there. So this is primarily especially for people who are starting out, no background, want to learn more how to make their money grow from the market. That's what we'll talk about.
I'm going to talk about investment planning para gets nila.
The
And we have
best
Dodong,
investment
Kakanando, agriculture, and business.
Entrepreneurship.
We have Rex Mendoza.
How to be rich.
How to be Rex.
How to be Rex. Oh,
How to
pwede.
be Rex.
How to be Rex.
Paligid tayo ni Rex. And then we have Ana Kuisha on crypto and blockchain. And on property we have Carl D. It's powerhouse. The same quality icon, we do it. We're gonna here in Manila. We're gonna bring it down to you in Davao. So don't make this opportunity. October 13, SM Lanang, SMX, and this is brought to you by Sun Life, our friends from Sun Life, First Metro,
Avida,
and Traction.
Traction also, yeah.
Yes.
And Hotel 101.
Hotel 101. Okay,
yeah.
so catch the one and only Marvin Germo in Icon 2018 Davao.
Yeah, see you at Marina Tuna.
Bye.
Bye-bye.